Hello. Okay. So guys, welcome back to the new episode. This is episode 30. Still on building mental health app using Flutter, and so basically right now we are currently at a consultation screen, which you could see right here. So okay, this is showing an error for us. So we need to fix this issue. To fix that issue, and now right yesterday we were able to kind of like bypass some this error by kind of like first of all clicking on any of this user so that we could bypass that error. So we just go back there. So here we are. And let's see. Fixing this issue since when we rush the app, we get the appointment of this type, appointment model. I think let me see there's something we need to fix more on that appointment. Okay. So we get this stuff, these appointments model when we first launch the app. The appointment model is basically from our Firebase, which is consultation right here of the current user, which is me right now. And the appointments are this. These are the appointment that I made, and so we are going to use that. And right here in our app, what we could do since we have this already populated, we could go ahead and make use of this. Um, so this will help us to access all the consultations right here. So instead of, because we made this private, since this is private, you can't just access it anywhere in our app. So to access it, we use this getter function right here to get that from our class. So let's see how that works. So there it is. So let's get straight to our appointments consultation screen, which is this. Here's our consultation screen. We're going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and um, populate what we have here, because right now we are getting this home controller or psychologist name, and again we are getting the image also. Let me see, can we get something for the image, and also the psychologist image. So this is everything about that, this container. So what we could do first, let's move this container to a separate widget. Copy that app. Um, For now, save it. We are not getting the error for now, but that's all now. So let's go ahead. The widget we moved. Let's create a widget folder here. No, that should be a widget folder. Other widgets. Right in there, we're going to create what I call custom appointment. Custom appointment card on that. In here is going to be a stateless widget. There we go. Further custom appointment card. Go ahead and delete this. And import what we need by hovering over this, and then import material. Alright, in here we're going to go ahead and return the stuff we copied over. So replace this hard-coded stuff here. First of all, start with the image. Okay. This type we change that to image. Next one will be name instead of title. Call that name for now. Add those stuff here. I'll go ahead and replace this being image with the image property, and this being name, replace that with the name property we created. And for now, that's okay. Import these colors. And let's see if there's any other stuff we need to fix. There's none. Go ahead and save this. Alright, in our consultation screen, where is it again? Okay, here in our consultation screen, under this place, what we could do is we have a list builder. But a list view builder is a list view builder and has a builder function. Has something like this. We to go ahead and it's a custom. Okay. We go ahead and return this custom appointment card. Import that, but right now we don't have all this data, so we're going to do that there. And for the image, since the image is going to be coming from the URL that we're going to pass in, move this count out from this place, move it up here, so that should be item counts, and we'll be getting that from consultation controller. No longer, we don't need home controller anymore. Yeah, you can just remove that. So since we just removed that, the next thing we could do is right in here we say consultation controller dot so I think we could just go ahead and use just do this. So this should be, I'm trying to delete most of this stuff so you can see what we're doing. So we are left with this tree. Yeah, so inside there, so it's called all consultations. So that's what we're going to use here. All consultation.length, that's for the item count. In here we could just say for the name, just say all consultation at index, all consultation array at this index, get the name property, and also for the image, the same thing. Do the same as well. But before we do that, let me see. Because we created a model called appointment model right here. So this is the appointment model. So it has a property, name, time, date, psychologist image, not image. So actually what we did right now is going to throw an error. So let's fix that. So we want a list of consultations of this type, and this is return a list of consultations of this model type. Let's see, and this has psychologist image to get rid of the image property like this, and name property. So you can go over here, change this image property since we got psychologist image, and I think that's it for now. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's see. Go ahead and reload. Okay. Okay, we have an issue. Let's see what the issue is all about. Okay, this view is the issue we're facing right now. Computer, so it's complaining. And we fix that by using expander. So basically we're telling it to take the remaining heights in the screen. Let's go ahead and restart our app to see we are not getting the same error again. Remove this, and there we go. So we have the list, and we could actually animate this like we did in the previous with the same stuff and our main home page. So right in our home page, so we animated it. Let me see how we use the animation right there. So we wrapped it, expanded. So by using opacity animation on it, and with animation builder, so we could just go over here, consultation screen, wrap this. Let's copy that. That will be easy. Copy that out, and add animation builder right here. That should be animated builder, yeah, this one, and have the builder with the builder function. So basically something like this. some issues we're having here. There we go. Inside the builder, we return an opacity widget, and which we're going to use body animation that value here, and the child is going to be the widget we copied over. It looks like we got something wrong, actually. Start off with this again. And according to this, we have to wrap it with animated builder. Let's see if this will be more easy by wrapping it with animated builder like this. Simplify a builder function, something like this, that has a context and a child in there. Going to return the list view that we copied over. This way, go ahead and format our code, and then we have the animation going to be our animation controller. And right now we still need to wrap this in opacity widget, which has opacity to be basically opacity will be what we call body animation. See if we got that right. Yeah, return opacity, and other stuff will be inside there. Basically what we did here, save, we run the app. So let's try and see that, and hopefully we get the animation running like what we have here. You see how this faded in. So try that. You see, so it's working. That's cool. So we want that to fade in. So with that being done, right now if you look at this, we have some issues. It should be almost having same look the same way like what we have here. So that's what we are trying to achieve. To see that's not working as it should. So go to customer appointment card in there, and let's see what we did wrong here. So we have a column widget that wraps everything. Inside the column we have a row widget. So we have this row widget in there. Basically under it we should have a divider, which we forget. So we forgot that. So almost the same divider we have here. since it's wrapping it's closing everything. Paste that in here. Let's go ahead and format this code. Save that. There we go. So we got that working. But that's not the end of it. So we have a row widget. Inside the row widget, we have a padding and an image, which is on the left here. We have a column. So we have a row. First is image. Second one is a column, because this should not be a row. We made it a column. And inside the column we have this row widget right here. This row widget, because we're trying to use that so that we have these plan text move to the extreme, and the issue is coming from here that's making this not in our line form, and I think we could fix that. I think we tried using spacer yesterday and it was causing a lot of error. It's moving that out of the screen. Let's see how to fix that issue that we're having right now. We'll just say try width here. So that doesn't help us. I think one way we could do this, go ahead and remove this, and remove this. Copy this over. Close this like this. So since we are still in our row widget, here's our row widget. Could paste that here. Let me see if that will fix our issue. And then use spacer here. And there it works. So we want it to push this to the end by using spacer right here. But at the end part of it, we still want it to have this same padding like every single one is having here. So we could just say so right here we could wrap this. Go ahead and wrap this with a padding. Wrap it with a padding widget. We don't want anything for the top. That's for the trend error. So the reason why it's showing an error because there's nothing like non-negative for padding for agent set values. So just remove that. Just target the left property only. So the left, we target the right. And that will push it away the way we want, but we should make this be 1 more pixel. Maybe try 15 there, and there we go. But if you look close, you see that this is kind of like in the same line with this, and not basically in the center with the other ones. So we could fix that up by using, there's an attribute we could use it, system lane, or we could just use an alignment on it. In here have an alignment. So, X axis still want to be where it is. That's 0.0, comma, 10.0. Try that way. So it looks like we're not having any effect. Okay. Try transform property on it. So our alignment doesn't work, alignment property doesn't work on that. So we could try transform. So transform the translates, and that needs an offset. Needs an offset property. On the X, I just want it to remain at 0.0. Right here, let's try minus 10.0. Save that. There we go. So it's moving it up to where we need it to be. So we need it to be in the same line with this, and that works. So it's in the same line. So we give it that way. So that's good with us. But right now you see that most of this here, because I made some changes to the back end, to the data identifier still. And the first one should be planned, which is this. The second one should be finished, which is this. And the last one should be cancelled, which is this. So in that case, so what we should actually be looking at, we should look into see something like this: planned, finished, cancelled. And let me see. Looks like this has different tests. 13,400, 11,400, 11,400. So this one only is different. Test is different. So we could just fix that up. So let me see what we have. So here we have it. Give me a second. So this is an appointment card. Let me go ahead and delete this. I don't think we need a row widget right in there anymore. So we could go ahead and delete that. So go ahead and delete that. Next we could do is to pass in something that will keep on changing this dynamically for the planned. Because say final, so type, and could use a type right here instead of this hard-coded text which is planned. Let's use a type. It will be type property, and now we need to change this based on the type we have. So we could do that, but what we could do that is to say type view here. Type color. It's a function there, we call that type color, and returns something of type. product type, and it's going to require a string. So we're going to refer to the main parameter, so require a string that's called let's call that to the type. Okay, it suggested something similar, but we want to check the type to be in these three states: planned, finished, and cancelled. So we could say if type is planned, copy that so we don't make mistake on the test. So if type is planned, we just return this color to beginning. But if type is finished, so if the type is finished, so what we could do is return a different color, which is this color, and we already have that color in our app, and that's called unselected bar unselected. And if is cancelled, it actually this one here. Let's see if you have the red color that we saw there. So we don't have anywhere in our app where we define the color. So go ahead and copy that. Let's see, next line. For that red, go ahead and change this color we copied over. And there we go, we have that color, red color. Go ahead and use it here. And there it is. And go ahead and use the color. This function we created here on this trace, so we could just change the color dynamically and pattern the type. Let's give it type. And next one is to change the text size, because if you look over, you see that this text size, the text size we have here is 13, is bigger than the rest. And we could just say that would be easier, and let's say if type is equals to cancel, then the test should basically be 13.0. A double noted string, else it should be this 11.0. So I think that we are good. Save that, and that will be an error, so we need to fix that right here. So we pass in a type property. It's a type. We get that from this. And instead of psychologist image, we tap into the property called type. So we're going to go ahead and hot restart. There we go. So if you look here, you see that we are having similar stuff, the same design, similar design. So we have the first one, which is planned, finished, and right now we have cancelled, which is matching with what we have here. See, so we are good to go. That's looking nice. Let's see if there's something else we need to do. Yeah, there is. So right now, what we could do next is to push this, so there should be a space between this divider here and this, so that space should be 16.5 pixel. Use size box for that. That should be height 16.5 pixels. Come on, go ahead and save that, and there we go, have the 16.5 pixels right here. And the next should be what we have, the top right here should also be 16.5, because the top is too big. And to do that, so right in here where we have the logo, the top should be 16.5. And there we go. So right now this and this are the same spacing, and so 16.5, which is this. I think we're good to go. But right now the next stuff to work on is right here, so that when we tap on this right here, it should pop this up for us. So that's what we're going to work on. We could get that same stuff. We used that somewhere before. I think that is our main home page. Go ahead and search for this called show. Yeah, so that should be show bottom shapes, which is this. Let's see. Go to definition. Okay, let's see. So instead of having a column right here, and inside a column we have this sector widget about these observable properties. This is similar to what we have for previously right here, which is this. Come on. So we run into an error. Let's see where that is coming from. Okay, let me see. It looks like we did something else causing an issue. So this consultation screen. And then we have this icon, animated builder, animation controller, and let me see. Let's try something. Let's try this again to see if we can replicate the error and know what's going on. So right here, go back. Okay, it's not. We don't have the same error. So take maybe something from the app itself. So right now, let's go back here to see what. So back here, double tap this, raises this up, right? And we are trying to implement similar stuff right here. We have plan, finish, cancelled. What I'm trying to do, the issue right now is trying to see if we could make this reusable. To try to see if we can make this stuff here reusable. See if there's other places we made use of similar search stuff. So we just go ahead and implement that from scratch, different tree. We could just say right here, called we'll copy this over, just change some few things. So go ahead and copy that. So copy this over, and so in the next line here, paste it. So this is different. We just have this comment here that says search filter for consultation. So for the jump screen. And, so basically context is context from the screen. I think that's it. Okay. See, there's something that we need to add here. Okay, I think this is okay. So basically we just did the documentation for this function right here, which we didn't do previously for other ones. I just like this. And if you look at it, we haven't been doing much of documentation for stuff we have been creating or functionalities we have been creating. For that show consultation filter where you still need the context and press callback. The list. Let's see, do we need that? We don't need that, so go ahead and remove that. So go ahead and remove it from there. And there we go. Let's see if there's next stuff we need to fix. So show mode bottom sheet. Right here, we're going to be changing this text we have here to match up with the text we have right here. So first one will be planned, finished, and cancelled. So those are the tests we need. A consultation screen, filter 1, and filter 1 we could just call that to be planned. So filter 2 to be finished. Okay, that's it. The next one will be cancelled. And we have it, filter 3 cancelled. Save that. Go ahead and start using that right here. This one, I need to change this to be basically, this will be consultation screen filter 1. And you can use that in place of all this stuff, because we are going to see how this stuff right there functions. And we'll do the same for this. So let's go ahead and create this consultation filter 2. Copy that. There we go. And this one will be 3. Copy that and use that in other places. Okay. And let me see what else we need to fix up here. So done, and go ahead and use this. So right in here in our consultation screen, because this is where we need it, we should add that somewhere. Yeah. So when they click on this, so that function should be called. So tap into the context property, passing the current context we have, and controller. For now, we're going to make it to be null. The next one will be unblessed. Just leave it like this, and close this off with semicolon. Save that. Okay, right now is the time to test it. So tapping on this should pop it up here. So tap on that. So we have an issue. So to fix the issue, what we could do for now is just go straight right here in our custom um, so you can go ahead and create these two functions, add to bottom and then check filter exists. So we need to create these two functions in our consultation controller. So basically just add that. It doesn't matter what is inside there for now. I'll just leave it empty this way. Next one should be so next one should be this check filter exists. Copy that. Okay, let's make that to return true for now. And let's see what else we need to. This right here, you could just clear bottom search, add the same function. So leave it that way. I'm still going to work on those later on. And this will be bottom filter. Copy that. Just a void. It's a void function. Returns nothing. And I'll save this. Tap on this again. Okay. Okay, I see. See what the issue is all about that now. And to fix that, right here in our consultation screen, what we could do right here is to add controller. Should basically be our consultation controller. Because basically this is showing an error because we added null at this point. So we're saying this controller is null, and in here in our widgets, which is show consultation filter, so it's trying to get hold of the controller and calling this method, and it couldn't find this method, so that's why it's showing that error. So let's try that again. So in properties of get x, check filter exists. Okay, let's try removing to fix this off for now. Let's try removing get x from this. say check filter exists. Have a variable here. I'm going to call this variable filter subtype rx string filter. It started being hello guys. Looks like our stream stopped. So I just got it back online. For some reason it stopped. So let's get back here. You can see this is fixed. We are not getting that same error anymore. Let's try it. Here we go. Just tap on this and it pops up. There we go. Basically, you can see how the clear and the apply and planned, finished, and cancelled. Let's go ahead and fix some stuff up. Got that filter, add this test code here. Right here. Okay, not there. That should be set our model at the top. Before this, should have a test here, and I basically use custom test consultation data title, and they should have a comma. Go ahead for the style, test style. I'm going to use theme dot out of context dot testing dot headline. Just try headline 4. Font on rapid and copy width. And in here we're going to change the color. Basically, we don't need to change the color. What we're going to use to change the property. Font weight is 400, size is 20. So these are the two we need to change. Just type into font weight and say font weight 500 and font size is 20.0. And save that, and there we go. There it is. But right now you can see there is an issue, so there should be padding from the left. So padding from the left, let's see, we could add Let's try 20 pixels from the left. So wrap this with padding. And let's try 15 and 0 from the left. Go ahead and save that. I'll still need more, 20. Something like 2 more pixels, like 22. Okay, there we go. And from the bottom right here, that should be 15. Into the bottom property, I could say 15.0 for that. And there we go, so 15.0. Looks like that's too much of a 15.0. Let's reduce that to 10. We could just try manage 10 with it. And let's see what we have from the top right here. We should increase it from the top. Let's try 15. This, and that's good with me. Next is that if you look over here, so that these ones cancelled doesn't have this divider at the bottom, so you could just remove that. So that of course. So there's no divider on the cancelled again, so that's working. And basically we need to reduce the height of this so I could push it down. Okay, we got to somewhere. Let's see what we have here. So that should be pushed down more, a bit more. Okay, that's too much. Let's try 3. I think that's okay. So we have this filter. Looking at what we have here. Okay, that's good. Think, let me see. So show this, we have this show button sheet right here. So background color. So you could just work on the shape property. Let's see if we could add this border around it. So let's test if that is going to work. So go back here and there we go. So it's working. So we want to add this border to look like the one we have here. But that's too much. Let's reduce the border. So 10 pixels, 10 pixels. So just make it 10 pixels. And save that. Try that again. Like you see, the border has been added. Rounded border, 10 pixels. Remember we didn't add that in our home page. So go ahead and add that in our home page. So we use this one. There we go. Try seeing how that looks on the home page. Double tap, and there we go. See the rounded border added there. Tap on this, goes down. Consultation screen, and tapping on that, you see the rounded border being added too. And next we could do is so if you tap on this, nothing is working. So we need to fix that. And how to fix that? So I have this controller.check filter exists. So and that's working by checking if the filter is being added. So here's our controller. Let's bring this together. So this is our filter right here. And we're checking controller if the filter, the value contains the parameter. That's we're checking if it exists. So it will not be colored. And but we want in a situation that if you tap on that, we should call controller.add bottom slash param. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so in there, save this. Right in our controller add button param. So what we could do filter, the value is equal to the parameter. That. So go ahead and save this and try it out. Tap on this and you see it's been added. Tap on this. So this working as we need it to work. And again we have clear bottom slash. So if you tap on that, basically what we are trying to say is filter dot value is this, and save that. So let's try seeing that. So that's working. Tap on this, tap on that, off. So that we got that working. And but right now, tapping on this should show this icon, and also the text should be colored. The text should be colored. But right now the text is not being colored. So let's fix that issue. So go to custom text. So here it is. So just over here add the final parameter, we call that color, text color, which should be optional. So we wouldn't throw error problem other ones. Here we'll have our text. We have style and theme dot of context dot text style dot let's use headline 17 and 400. Fedran form dot copy width, and in there we tap into the font weight. And we set the font weight to 400, and then we tap into the font size and also set the font size to 17.0. And now here comes the color. So the color will be, if text color, if it's true, or we could just make this to start out being false. So if it's true, we should use so if this is true, not equals to no, so that means it's true. No, that's not it. So if it's true, we could go ahead and say app colors dot brand, use a brand color on it, else if that's the case, so let's say the color should be dark color, dark color. So the app colors dark color. Go ahead and save that, and or we could just listen. That doesn't make any sense. We just leave it this way. To have the color should be optional. So you say if there's a color, pass it here, use it. Else, use a drawing font color, which is basically black color like this. So right now, what we could do in right here in our custom text button, the three of them, add this property. You add a property called text color, and let's get hold of filter. Now we can filter the value. Let's actually make this to be private, so we could just fix other stuff. So it makes sense to be private since we are not trying to access it any other places. Save that. So we get a filter value. So instead of using that, this will make sense. So instead of using the filter get filter value we created here, maybe we use this letter or somewhere else think it will make sense to use this one here. So if this returns true, it's true. So we want to return brown color, else we want to return dark color to it. So basically what we are saying, we want this text color to be dynamically changed based on if we clicked on any of this. So if you clicked on this, so you should check if that's the one we clicked. If that's the one we clicked, so you should change the color to this. Else, if it's not, change the color to dark, which is basically this color here. And we could use this other places, which is this second one here. Change this to be 2. You still use that right here. And change this to be 3. And save this. Let's try that. So you see it's working. So if you tap on it, it changes. Tap on this, tap on this. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Let's see if we have, okay, yeah. So you say, yeah. This is currently selected one, which is keep it back side by side. See the column of the icon and its selected text, which is come. So with that being done, next one is to work on this one. So when you tap on this, it should actually filter this list we have here. So and to do that, so we already have a function right here, and the function is basically saying bottom / filter. And in here, what we could do, so you can just filter the consultation. So consultations, so we don't make any so I don't want this to always call Firebase function. So what we could do is to have a function, another list, because right now if you filter this based on what we have here, so there's no way to we can return the list back to normal again. I think one way to do this to have this add consultation for each, so it adds this to this consultation list we are using. So we want to reduce the amount of code being made to the Firebase and try to see how we could do this. Okay, could just save. So whenever we clear our filter and assign this, we just call this function like this function. Basically, so it still get the same list from Firebase list and Firebase collection, but I want it in such a way that it doesn't call our Firebase collection. We just have maybe two lists, different consultation lists here. One to hold the initial consultation we got online, and the next one maybe to just so when we clear this, so call this and it will populate this with the new Firebase list consultations. So let's try this, save. So tap on this. So we want to filter based on planned. I'll tap on this and click apply. And let me see. So this should work for some reason. We are not getting anything being shown on our screen. So let's console log this. So let's console log something here. So maybe we'll tap on this, so try to see if we can see that. Okay, it basically works, but maybe looks like okay. I think I might know the reason. So you could just go ahead and fix this up. Go back to the consultation screen. So here's our consultation screen, and here's our list. So what we could do is to wrap our list in observable. Objects. And inside here we just return a list in this form. And then save that. Now it will be observed quickly, kind of like react to changes. So let's do this. Basically, what this observable simply means in a simple tense means that it kind of quickly react to changes. So basically, it's this observable here is monitoring this stuff. You see all this what we have here, all consultation. So it kind of like watches to see whenever something is being changed in this consultation right here. This consultation parameter here, whenever it changes, it reviews this list with the new changes. So let's try that. Tap on this, apply. So you see it works. So it gets us the user with planned. Tap on this, apply, clear, and we are back with this. But there's one mistake. So there's something going on. So if you look here, you see it's returning this user twice. So what we could do is to set this to an empty array. I can save that. Right here. Tap on this. Planned. Apply. There we go. Tap on it. Clear. You see, it's not returning this twice again. Tap on this, finished, apply. So it gets the user with finished. Tap on that, clear. It returns everything. Cancelled, apply. It gets the user with cancelled. Tap on that, clear. It returns the whole user back again. So that's what we need, and that's the functionality we are looking for. And since that is working, I think we can move over to the next part of this code and go ahead and remove this. stuff. Remove this console here. We don't need that. And let me see what else. This oath. Yes, since we are not making use of this, just go ahead and either comment it out or remove it. So you just comment it out for now. Save that. And over here, what we have here. So what's the next one we need to work on? So the next thing we need to work on is basically this. Okay, this is basically showing the search filter of planned, how it works, planned, and so let's basically go to the next one, which will be showing us the details of these appointments. So basically, when you tap on this, it should open up and show us the details of the selected appointments in a new screen. So we could do that right here. So here is our consultation screen. We create another screen here. We call that detail screen. Got that. And in here, we could just start. That should be, let's say, stateful widget. So it should have an animation because we're going to add an animation to it. Close this off. Just make that stateful. And we're going to call that consultation details screen. I don't remove this. Go over this and go and do an import statement. And in here, we're going to do a return. For now, we're going to return a scaffold. And inside that scaffold, our background color, which is drawn down from theme of context dot scaffold background color. And the next one, the body. The body property will be a safe area. Each children inside a safe area, we have a column widget. So we have this column widget like this, which in there we still have each children property. Children is a start off with the same row we have here that contains. Come on. Let me see. So we have a row that has a builder of main heading. Let me see. Hold on there. Another animation. So we have copy of this. So it's the same style that we need. There's no need of recreating that. Copy it just like it is here. And in there, just paste it gently. We have it. So let's go ahead and fix some stuff up. Add animation here. So basically, to add animation, remember our custom stateful UI animation states, and import this. Right now, we need to use this and replace the state we have here, which is equals to where this one in here. But we need a duration property. Let's see. Did that, yeah, so it defines the duration called animation duration. We should pass into the super class, and this remove this duration here. So animation duration. And right here, we create a new duration object and we say seconds to be 2 seconds. Go ahead and save that. Import this. Go ahead and import this main heading. Import this text here. And import this stuff. Basically, let me see. Show consultation filter. Do we need that? Okay, I see. Okay, so this is basically looking this way, but we want this to look this way, which we have similar stuff right here, and I think we are copying the wrong stuff. So should go ahead and dismiss that. So we're trying to achieve this, but what we are having right now is it's not what we want to achieve. So go ahead and delete this row widget. But to see what we are trying to do, so right now we have this screen called consultation details screen. Let's add that to our routes. So we have make an appointment, admission page, and we have this consultation, which is this consultation, and which is this one. So under here we should have what we call consultation details, and I should say consultation details. Save that, and we could say inside our pages. So let's add a page for that, and we should be so. From here we are getting to the other one, so that should be nested. So inside consultation, right here, we could have children property, and then we have another get page which says, okay, what did I do wrong? Okay, let's fix that up and import this. So consultation details screen, and the route is consultation details. Save that, and we could get to there from tapping on any of these stuff here. So let's fix that. So let's say in our consultation screen, you just decided to tap on. So there's a list view. You decided to tap on the appointment card, right? So this should actually push us to the next screen. And to fix that, right now we don't have the gesture detector to dictate a tap gesture on this. So we should go to consult this widget, wrap the whole stuff with a widget called gesture detector. And untap like this. So we're going to replace that with a function for the void cover should be optional, for that to be untap or unblessed, and use that in place of here to unblessed. Okay, so let's see. To untap and use. This is our constructor, and that's fixed. So save that. Right now, in here, in our consultation screen, we could get hold of the untap, unblessed field stuff we created, and then inside our consultation controller, we have a a void function because there's for that push to detail screen, and let's see. We can pass in a model, which is in this form, right here. That's what is the first thing, and we could add there as an argument to our detail screen. So let's go ahead and copy our routes. So it should be in this form. And before this, we should add another one. Since that is nested, to add this routes here called consultation. So it makes sense this way, and let's show this out. So I'm going to get rid of this. Right here in our consultation screen, so we have consultation controller dot push. To add that property push to detail screen, that requires model property of this current index. Okay, so copy this. This makes more sense. Go ahead and save this and try it out. So we can go ahead and try this out. So tapping on this will take us to consultation screen. Okay, no, we need to restart our app. So let's restart our app and go back again, consultation, tapping on this, takes us to consultation screen, which is this, and nothing showing up for that. So if you just go back here, so since we have that, so that's working. We can confirm that is working, but let's fix some issues. So right now, I don't know if you guys noticed, we did this dates here. We are not actually adding that to custom appointment card. Basically, in our custom appointment card, it's been hard coded. So you can see we are hard coding it, and that's not what we need. So we should make it to be changed dynamically. So we should have this should be string of optional, string of type other bit, and then so there we go. And next one we could say final string time, and there we go. and go ahead and replace this. So this will basically be the date. Use string concatenation, say dates, and this part will be time. Just say time like that, and there we go. That's fine. So let's see if there's something else we are missing. Um, so we are good to go. We're not missing anything. But right now we need to go and fix these issues. Right here we add this property called date, which we're going to get hold of from this. Yeah, replace this one, and that should be date. And the last one, which should be time. From this, and that should be time. But I'll save this. Restart. There we go. Tap on this. Yeah, it's working. So it's been dynamically added to our app. Right now, so if you tap on this, we go to detail scheme. So this is detail scheme. Let's go ahead and view this out. Make a point and presentation with appointment scheme. And there we go with what we wanted to copy, which has a back button and a test. So consultation details in there is going to have this back button, and the test will basically say an appointment. And this says appointment schedule. And this, come on, what did we do? Okay, so you should say an appointment. Go ahead and copy that test and open this. Go to definition. Consultation details. Title. Use this text in there. And save this. And then in our consultation details screen, remove this one and replace the text we just copied over. Save that, and there we go. So here we have something showing up in our consultation details screen. Here we have this back button, and we have this an appointment test. Then we could go and start adding this. So this has the same 517. So we can start to use a new test right below here. I'm going to call that let's go over to here and add a test. And subtitle. So this is a subtitle. So right here in a detail screen, and with a test widget this way, and this custom custom text dot space, comma, and it should be style. So for the style property, go ahead and use this style here, since they are all the same. Paste that, save this, and there we go, we have this. But right now it's in center, we don't want it centered. To fix that, use cross axis. Use cross axis on your column. And say cross axis dot start, and go ahead and save this, and there you go. You have this going to the extreme, to the other end. Yeah, but we still need it to have this spacing from the left, which is 16 pixels from the left. So we could add 15 pixels from the left on it, wrap this in a padding widget, and yeah, we just use only, target the only property, and then left we say 16.0, save that, and there we go. But what we could do, since we already, I think we have somewhere we added a padding. We have so we'll be using this padding across the app, if I still remember. So I'm trying to look through the app to see that again. So basically, you can use this search to search through your app to see where, look for stuff you are trying to search, maybe a text that you think is somewhere in the app or something like that. So I couldn't find it, right? But I believe I think we have it somewhere. Let me see. So in our core folder, and notice theme, app colors, no, basically not here. Let's see, not here, not there. Okay, not even here. Let's try details folder. This one is, should it be here? No, it's not here. Custom dividers, not here. Not here. Don't think it should be here. So we have main heading. We have sub heading text large. Spacing. Okay, yeah, there we go. So it should be this custom spacing, which start being, yeah, button small, 16 pixel. So this should be it, and that's called custom spacing. So we call it custom spacing. We could just use that in here. So this hard-coded one, import that. Okay, so that's small. There we go. Go ahead and save that, and we still have that showing up. So it's still adding 16 pixels by the left, and for the top, we say 28 from the top. This, I think we need to hard code that, since we don't have something similar. Let's say top. .28.0. Looks way too much to me. So we could just try 22 since we have something similar to 22. We just use constant spacing. Not K button small. Okay. I should have the spacing. Yeah, so you have something like 24, so you just try 24. So this will work for 24. Go ahead and save that. I think this is okay. Format our code. So next stuff we need to do is to start adding this part. And if you look at this part, you see this is a row, a single row widget like this. And we kind of use that somewhere here. It still shows up here, and we still need to use that. Let me see if there's other places we need to use that. Okay. Looks like we don't. So since there's none, so we can just go over and copy this over and paste it here. We just get that from our consultation screen, and that will be appointment card. Here in our appointment card, there we go. So this is the role we are looking for. Go ahead and copy that over. Since we kind of simply trying to reuse this in different places. No. Let me see. So this is what we have here. So this is smashing up with this, and we can reuse that in other place by saying custom, create a stateless widget, make it a custom widget. Let's call that call that user card. Just called custom user card, and in here we then return the stuff we just copied over right here. So we are going to use that in place of this one there. Fix this up. So you're going to have a value of name, of image, name, date, and time, and this one type 2. So let's fix that up. Here we're going to have final string. So this is basically going to be a string image. Next one is going to be a name. Next one is going to be type, and so it's going to start through an error, which is this type color. We're going to request that maybe we could just move this out of a single class, move that outside somewhere here so that everybody can access it. Hopefully we don't get more errors after doing that. Okay, so let's go and fix this. And there we go. Next one we have date and time. We didn't add that, so go ahead and add date. it, then have time. Go ahead and add this to our constructor, and that will fix this issue of data. But we don't want this to be showing up in every places, so we are going to do something like this. We say type is true. If type is not equals to no, go ahead and show this. Else, go ahead and show empty container like this. But we have to make this to be optional to fix that issue. So type is going to be a string of type optional, which we have type here. It's no longer required, but it's optional. So that's going to fix the issue we are having here. So this one has to let me see. So if it's optional and if this is empty, just pass an empty string right there. So that's it. And now we could go make use of this somewhere else. And so let's try first using it here, and then we can change it to other places. Right here in our details page, since we need that to show under this test, so under here we use a custom widget we created. Go ahead and import it and start changing stuff. First of all, it needs a name, it needs an image, and remember we were passing some arguments to this screen, consultation details screen, when we tapped on anything. Let's say how to get these arguments. So let's say get x to so we have the second screen arguments. Okay, so you can get hold of that by calling get x arguments in the screen. And since our arguments, we already know the type of our argument, so we could just directly access it. In here, we could just say get x dot argument dot image, but it's actually not image. Let me import this, because right here, when you tap on that, it calls this push to screen details, passing in the controller with the this type, the type of appointment argument, which we could find here. That's basically what we are passing to the argument model. This appointment model, and inside the appointment model, it has what we call psychologist image and not basically image. So that would make sense. So you tap into the name property, so it has a property named name, and let's see what else we need. So image, name, dates and time. So we have dates, and time, the same. Let's see what else we need to add. So date and time, that's okay. Go ahead and save this. Hopefully we don't get an error. Okay, now we got an error. So it says okay. If that is the case, passing this, and let's try restarting our app and testing this out again. Make sure there's no error that we didn't fix. So there is it, consultation, and tapping on this pushes us to the appointment details screen, and now it's working, so we are not getting an error. Basically right now this is fixed, so you can see that, but we need a space of 18 pixels, so this to be 18. And so we have that test. Remember the test we added? What is it? No, not here. So this is it. Okay, this test we added a padding on, and I think this actually has its own padding. So in that case, what we could do, just add a bottom padding here, but we have to no use size box here. So use size box right there. I'll tap into the height property, and we could just set this to be 10 for now. Let's see how that looks on a comma. And that moves it down. Let's see, looking at this. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we are good to go. And next one, we need to be adding these properties here. We have dates, both of them matching each other. We have this and this, and let me see if there's a place we use that. So I don't think so. I don't think so. So just create that from scratch. So you have a test here and a test here. So you guys think you already know how to do this. So basically, remember how we do this. This is basically a row. It's a row widget that has a test and then a spacer. All this space is spacer and a test. So that's not hard to make. So to do that, under this card, you can just add that. Let's say first one. For now, we can just use a container. Instead of container, we just use a row widget. So container, row, and in there we have a children. And in there, the first one should be a test. And add a dummy text right now called dates. So dates and comma, and the next one is still a text, and now, so just like that, dummy text, copy this, use this in there, and go ahead and save this, and there we go, we have it under here. Well, that's not how we want it to look like. So we want it to look like something like this, but we are coming together. We're trying to achieve that. So first of all, let's give a space here by using spacer. You see, we kind of like have similar stuff. Now this is spaced out from each other, but now that needs a space from here and it needs a space from here, which is basically 16 and 16. So let's add those. But then we need to wrap this inside a container. In there we have a margin property using an edge insert, and which has left the edge insert dot only have the left, and we could use constant spacing dots small. So this should be it. And again, we tap to the right and still use custom spacing. That's small, which is this. Save that. And there we go. We have the two spacing added at the two sides of it. And let's see what else we need to do. So change the text. This text is 500, font size is 15. The first one, talking about the style property here. So inside the style property, we're going to use theme dot of context dot testing dot tapping to caption text and photo unwrap and copy the styles. In there, we go ahead and change font weight. The font weight should be, let's see, 400, font size 15. 400, font size should be 15. And the column, we could just comment this out and check something. And there we go. But we need a different color. Which is this, and that makes sense. So if you're looking at this, so you see we have that color, which is this. So let's improve this one. So hold, so I have 400 by 15. So we could do the same stuff, copy the same style. Stopping. For that style property, paste it. Okay, that's going to cause an issue. Delete this and delete one of these. Format your code and save that. And right now there's an issue. It worked, but it changed the color from dark to this light color. Change it back to dark by removing this color. Save that, and there we go. So we have the dark color. Looking at that, you see what we have, but we need to have a sub. So we have to add a margin on this one. We can use a size box for that. We say from this to this, 28 pixel. So what we could do at the top. Now let me see. Yeah, from here we could just use size box. Height should be 28.0. Save that, and there we go. So I have 28.0, and this one should have a spacing of 11 pixels. So the divider right under it. So right here, so it has a row property, but we are going to change this from row to a column. So we could add a divider under it. So under they have a children property, inside they have a row, and under the row, which is this, we have a divider where the divider is kind of like has a padding at both ends. For that reason, we could use our custom divider right here. Okay, yeah, there we go. When I save this, and there we have our custom divider, but there's an issue. So the issue is that it's kind of like somewhere in between here. So that means we can't use our custom divider. We could just use divider here. Change the color, and so the color should be bar unselected. The thickness should be 1.0. Save that, and there we go. So here is it. Or you could just reduce the thickness to 0.4. Reduce it a bit, 0.3, 0.35. Looking at both. So there we go. We have this, but there should be a spacing between this, the test and the divider. To add a test, use size box for that. That size box. I think that my hand is almost tired of typing on this. So just in the height. That should be 11 pixels per 0. Save that, and there we go. So right now we could make it to have these multiple ones here. But how to do that will basically be to convert that to a custom widget on its own. Copy that. Right below here. Call that inside here. We call that maybe property details map. That, and in here should be a stateless widget, which is called details map. Go ahead and delete what we have here and import this. Return. And so let's import other stuff so we don't have any issues. Import. Save that. Now you could go use this somewhere in our app here. And I import that. So it should be 3 in number. So 1, 2, that's how. Last one. Okay, save this. And there we go. So we have these 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So having 3 of them like that, if you look here, so that we need to add a padding somewhere, a little bit of padding somewhere at the top here, somewhere at the top there, and we could do that by going over to the place we created this inside this container, which has a margin. A padding in it, edge insert, use edge insert, but only that should be top. Let's try something like 10 pixels. And looks way too much. That's 5. I think that's good. Yeah. Okay, let's increase it, let's decrease it a bit. Let's somewhere around 3. Okay, that's good with me. Right now, we want to make it such a way that we could actually add dynamically stuff like this in there. And so yeah, we could just have final param. And this should say title, title, not address. So this should say name. So these are the two we need. Go ahead and add that in the constructor. So right here, this should be this one. This should say title, and this should say name. Go ahead and save this. As we go through an error, so we need to fix that here. Basically, we have title, and title will basically be 8 for this one, and name will basically be from here. Do this time for the second one. Title will basically be time, and name will basically be the time here. Lyrics we have title will basically be what again? Price. And this right here, name will basically be I think we have a price property. Right, so we have a price property up there. And save this. Okay, so that's basically an integer. So you could just say dot to string, convert it to a string, and there we go. So let's take a look. So have date, March, time, and then we have price, which is 500. But we need to add this ampersand at the end there. This dollar sign, to add a dollar sign, but that will basically change depending on the location currency. Maybe someone in Africa will have a different currency sign right there, so you could just add that. Or someone in USA or here in Dubai, so the sign changes. So let's see. So next we could do, let's add this first, and we could call it a day. Continue next time, we should be tomorrow. Let me change that. That should be somewhere. Let's say add final, but this should be a boolean variable to determine if that is for currency. So it should say currency. So right here where we have name, if it's currency, let me say, just under you have a something that returns a string, method that returns a string, as a string insert a boolean variable. Just if statements. So say if it's currency, we go ahead and return this tab, the sign. If not, return an empty string. So we can escape it. that way. Um, so go ahead and use this as something to concatenate with this name. And then, okay, I think we have a good suggestion here. So this currency, you have this you was a Unicode or something like that there. So if not, you can have this empty string. It does the same thing as a function, but let's fix this. So let's see how that works. It's currency, say false. Right there, we just say it's currency, set that to false. Say it's currency, set that to true. And save this. This actually added a different country's currency sign there, but that's not what we want to be the initial one. So we basically want that to be a dollar Unicode, or basically we could use this one we have here, replace it with this. Let's see. So let's search for sign Unicode. So just copy this. So this is called Unicode. Just copy that. Replace this with it. Save that. There we go. Okay. So I did it. Couldn't even recognize it. Instead of doing that, let's basically use the function we just created. We call that check currency. Okay, not check currency, that was check type. I think it will make sense if we call that check currency. Yeah. And there we go. So we have sign. So I think this method we created here can help us in the future. So whereby we want to dynamically change the sign based on the type of currency. So you have another, maybe we have another value here that we could determine, that tell us the time of the maybe a new function that's been returned by this that will tell us the type of currency being used by the country location of the user. So because for now we are just hard coding it, we could just change that. Let's see if there's something there. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I think we could, if I found something we could use. So since we have this package added in our app, and we could go ahead and use that. Right here. So paste this code, put in context. Which we could use here to context. And then so number format, basically use the package and go ahead and format this. And instead of printing this out, we go ahead and use that right in here. So here, see that, save this. And that's working. So changing it to dollar. This go ahead and remove this. And save. And that's giving us the correct symbol for money, depending on allocation or local. I think why this is giving me dollar is due to my simulator is based on configuration is based on US and not in my current location. So yeah, guys. So basically, yeah, this is it so far, and we'll be calling it a day right here. So tomorrow we are going to continue from here, and I think we'll be finishing it off tomorrow, finishing these two off tomorrow, and after that we start working on this chat feature in this chat section of the app. Hopefully we get this finished by end of this month, and the functionality I start pushing for maybe marketing or adaptation, telling people to try it out or something like that. See how that works. So there we go. So see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. And also, if you can still more, I'll be streaming on SwiftUI maybe in 2 hours time or so, or thereabouts. So maybe see you guys in my SwiftUI class for different projects. So that's it. Go ahead and minimize it and close this off. So we're done with Flutter for today.